So you mentioned describing an event where you came in on a hot landing zone. Could you tell us a bit about that?
Yeah. Okay. Before I tell this story, I would like to describe something about how a soldier feel when they are going to land in a normal objective, not a hot landing zone. It's very excited. This is important. It's very excited to the spirit of a soldier before they jump out of the helicopter. That it helps them to forget the fear to be shot at. I cannot tell like that we don't fear the bullet. The bullet shot is deadly. But we can avoid that fear. Why? Because the formation of the helicopter before landing, we hear so many sounds. The sound first comes from the machine gun on both sides of the gunship. The machine gun, it sounds very strongly to our ear. Beside the machine gun, there's the sound of the rocket go out of the launcher and right to the both sides of our soldier carry helicopter. It raised the morale of the helicopter. So when that formation take the one line to landing, the soldier then think of the enemy on the ground with them. So they forget the fear right when they are still in the air. That is important, to raise their morale by the machine gun and by the rocket launcher. And what happens if we land in a landing zone? The Viet Cong is very smart. They always try to open fire at the last minute when you get close to them, that we cannot get the close air tactical support. If they open fire early, we can recognize their position. The good side for their on the topography, and the good, and we can recognize their formation. We can maneuver the air power to destroy them. They let it landing down and then they open fire. That is very important moment for the decision of the company commander, because always one lift carry one company. The company commander will decide how and when to take the assault. I have experience one time we land on that landing zone, and I was the second on the second lift of helicopter to land down. After I get information from the company commander, and he asked me, and I make my decision. Before I land down, I look on the terrain and I see where to conceal and where to take cover, just for a very short moment, and have to decide to take an assault. We try to find a living way by going through the deadly way. That's my decision at that time. It lasts about 15 minutes to fight each other. Then I climb up the higher terrain where they are located. And we fight each other with the grenade and with the rifle. At that time, the gunship show the shift their fire far away from the landing zone to enhance our morale only. But it's us to exchange the fire with, and it's hard to tell you about what really happened in detail, because we take advantage of every high ground, let me say, the coconut trunk, the pineapple trench. Yeah, we try to conceal and to take cover, and step by step we try to destroy them. Yeah, that happened until the night come and they evade. And besides, we have to take a very high risk when we guided the A-37 fly by the Vietnamese pilot. We can directly contact with them to fight very close. They are not allowed to drop the bomb that close, but we accept the dangerous, and so that they drop a very good precision bomb dropping to help us. And later at night they withdraw. Yeah, that's the one of the experience that I get when for helicopter operation. That's it.
Did you have any soldiers killed or wounded in that operation?
Oh yeah, sure. We got people killed and wounded by the enemy bullet and by the bomb from our fighter, jet fighter. 37 jet fighter bomber is pretty small and very flexible. So when they diving down, the VC shoot to them. So sometimes the pilot is very hard, the pilot, to keep very exactly to drop that bomb. So one bomb was dropped behind me, not close in front but behind me, and killed some people. And some people who was wounded before was killed too. But we accept that. I tell my division commander who's on the CNC that I don't care about that. Yeah. And I praise that A-37 pilot to help us. Yeah, that's it. And even in that battlefield, the U.S. helicopter pilot, the medevac, is very bravely to land down, and the blade of the helicopter cut the leaf of the coconut tree and land straight down. And when he take off, he take a more heavy load than possible, so that the helicopter just tremble and cut the coconut tree before it can take off safely. It's very brave. I want to, on the occasion of this story, to praise the bravery of the USA Air Force who fly the dust of the medevac mission to help us. Yeah, that's about it. That's what I still remember until now. And another point of view that I want to mention, the wisely prepare their position on the side of the communists. You know, they always prepare their formation real well. They dig a hole and they build up the coconut trunk to cover that hole, and they cover with the soil, and they grow the pineapple on it. So from the air, it's well camouflaged. You look down, you just say the pineapple garden. You cannot kill them unless you shoot accurately through the hole in the front. It's very difficult for the gunship to do that. If you hit the back of that hole, you just hit the pineapple tree. So it's not easy. That's it.
Did the communists take their bodies away, or were you able to find bodies? Because the communists were known to take away the wounded and dead so no one could find them.
Yeah, they have that skillful. Yeah, they can do it very always. They take away the wounded and they kill. Yeah, when they withdraw, they try to get them. Unless they are killed right in front of our line. they have to leave them with the weapon because weapon is very precious to them. Yeah, most of the time they try to carry away their casualty. Yeah. Or sometimes they cannot. You recall me a memory. There's one time after fighting with them at night time, the wounded still stay there, and they mourning loudly. I want to go there to help that wounded, but we cannot. And then we have to concentrate our firepower to kill him for a pity of him. But later at night, they try to come back to take him away. It's kind of pity, yeah, to hear the wounded people mourning loudly.
You described that one of their strategies was to dig something so they could go in the water and then have an air hole. Can you describe that?
Oh, okay.